Okay, snare reverbs. I try to treat them as an extension of the room mics almost, just trying to exaggerate them. I don't do any crazy long, 2 second, 3 second reverbs. It's just a short kind of room sound. I tend to have a couple of them. So go-to one I always use is the UAD AMS one. I think it's based on a Motley, it looks like it's based on a Motley Crue kind of reverse kind of snare, like 80's Bon Jovi style snare. And it's literally just this preset. Let's mute the other snares, snare reverbs. Yeah, the long one works actually, 5.9. It just adds a nice sustain and weight to the snare. And I've gated out, so we've got the reverb on the third insert, but the first thing I've got is a gate to gate out the ghost notes, because I don't want any ghost notes coming through into the reverb. I just want the 127 full hits coming through. I think that's why sometimes you can hear the odd China cutting through there. It's not the end of the world, a little bit of China coming through the reverb. Yeah, I don't want all that tap dancing and ghosts coming through. It's just those hard hits that are coming through. The quickest attack, 150 milliseconds total of release kind of thing. You could play around with having us, bringing the attack in so that you don't get the initial transient. You just get the tone and the sustain coming through. But yeah, that gets a little bit excessive perhaps. And I always, or very often, I'll have a de-esser before the reverb, just to tame the top end of the snare mic. The top end of the snare going into the reverb. It just gets rid of the shrillness and the fakeness of the reverb a little bit, I find. Just adding some nice body now. That works pretty well. And then probably monoing everything, I imagine. Yeah, monoing everything up to 300 hertz again. Seems to be a running theme on this, but I've always done that since Altered State, Polaris sort of era, just keeping everything in check in the middle. Everything nice and weighty in the middle, except for the guitars. Just gives everything their space. And I've panned it, I brought it in 50% instead of 100%.